So yes, she did not read that wrong. I quit my job. Today was officially my last day as a public health social worker in the county that I live in. And I'm excited about it. I think because I've been anticipating it all month, I'm just kind of at the point where I'm like, whew, it's finally here. But I did it. It is done. It will be done. I will not get nervous trying to explain why I did it. But the answer is simple. I came to the end of one journey and I knew that it was time for me to start another one. I actually had a day last year, June 28th to be exact. Today is the 28th as well, where I was sitting at my desk and God told me, you're not supposed to be a social worker right now. And I looked up and I'm like, really, bruh? 60K in debt from undergrad and grad school, and you telling me I'm not supposed to be a social worker right now? Oh, I had a whole moment at work. And I knew before that I was ready to transition to something else. And once I kind of took the time to really sit back and listen to what he was trying to tell me, he was telling me that I wasn't supposed to be a social worker in that capacity. And so, like I said, opening up, I was a public health social worker, meaning that I was working in an organization whose aim was to make change on a very large population scale. A lot of our programs were population management focused, and so any and everything that we were doing, we were trying to make the biggest impact on the community as we could, which I think is phenomenal. I think it's the perfect idea of how you should interact with people when you offer any type of human service. However, it lacked creativity. It lacked growth. I started running out of opportunities to learn, and for me, I want to continue learning throughout my life. I don't care how many degrees I have, how many certificates, how many classes I go to, whatever. I don't care. I feel like I should still be learning, and I got to the point where, guess what? I wasn't learning anymore. So I listened, and earlier this month, on the 5th to be exact, I put in my resignation letter. Now, I didn't realize that little conversation that God and I had last year to this exact date, I didn't remember that when I was putting in the letter. I didn't remember the date of it. I remembered the conversation, but not the date. I actually found a letter, because I'm really good at writing a letter to myself, to you. You might get one, but whatever. I write things down all the time because I like to be able to remember them. This was probably one of the most special things ever. So I'm cleaning out my desk, I'm cleaning out all of my old papers, and I find a letter on this bright pink paper. And so I go to read it, and it said, today, June 28th, 2017, God told me that I wasn't supposed to be a social worker in this capacity, and my mouth dropped, because the day that I put on my resignation letter was June 28th, 2018. And I was like, oh, okay. If that isn't confirmation, I'm just a fool to not even pay attention to it. But that was enough confirmation, and he had already confirmed it before then. I felt a sense of peace when I was putting the letter in. I felt like I was falling into alignment, and that really is what I've been trying to do this year. But I'm learning that in order to do that, I'm going to have to be really, really brave and step outside of the box and be okay with that. I'm also going to have to understand that everybody will not understand my decisions, and guess what? That's okay too. So in the meantime, you know, what will you be doing? Because shawty, you know, I don't come from money. I don't come from money. So I will actually be pursuing natural hair and natural hair care and creative styling full-time, as well as crafting as far as like greeting cards, invitations, body jewelry, houseware, really anything that I can put together and take apart. That's what I'm going to be attacking. And then later on in the year, maybe towards the end of summer, I plan to explore more nonprofit and community organizing based work to utilize my social work skill and my passion. I love working with people. My target areas are communities of color, women and children and families. Like, that is what I love to work with. I feel like we all should be healthy, and we all want to be healthy. We all want to be our best self. So I do plan to still use my degree, or my degrees, plural. I do still plan to use them, just not right now. And guess what? That's okay. I'll be okay. But I just wanted to share that with everyone. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. Your girl had to turn her badge and her parking pass in, and I felt so violated. Like, wow, y'all just gonna take all my stuff? But yeah, this is the beginning of a new journey, and I am hoping that you all will just come along with me, ask questions, provide suggestions. I am just so excited to just be able to be creative every single day. I know it won't be easy, but I'm not looking for what is easy. I'm looking for a challenge. So your girl is working for herself now. Now, if only I can figure this whole health insurance thing out. To be continued.